Hi guys, today I'm drawing Ghoulia from Monster High. If you don't know who Ghoulia is or what Monster High is, I'm gonna go on a little bit of a monologue to explain. Monster High is an American multimedia supported fashion doll franchise created by toy designer Garrett Sander and was launched by Mattel in 2010. The show is aimed at children 7 through 14. The franchise features characters inspired by monster movies, sci-fi horror, thriller fiction, folklore, myths, and popular culture, centering around the adventures of the teenage children of monsters and other mythical creatures attending a high school of the same name. Today I'll be drawing Ghoulia. Like I said, she is a zombie, so in the shows and the movies she only speaks in moans and groans. And I'm talking about the old show, by the way, not the new show, because the new show is it's not good, and she can actually speak in the new show. So I'm just going to be primarily focusing on all the older stuff from when I was growing up because that is the best era of Monster High. Ghoulia is by far my favorite. Her design and her color scheme just are so amazing. I love it. It's perfection. Her outfit and just her personality. She's described as a shy bookworm and is considered the smartest school in Monster High. The sketching process for both of these sketches went really smoothly, and I'm really happy with how both of them turned out. I didn't get to record the first sketch, which is the one on the left, just because it was really late at night and I didn't feel like filming. I was kind of in the zone, and I'm sure if you have some sort of artistic hobby, you know what I mean by that. You just get in the zone and you're not really worried about anything else, and sometimes filming me drawing kind of breaks that. I hope that makes sense. But it went really smooth until it got to the editing and exporting and rendering. Then this video really fell apart. I was supposed to post this days ago, but I've had to re-edit and re-voiceover 2 times now. So yeah, it's been a struggle, but I'm really proud of this piece and I wanted to put it out, so I'm going to, and that's what I'm doing right now. And if there are any more problems, I'm going to lose it. Instead of doing things how I normally do them, which is by just leaving my drawings as a really rough sketch, I'm actually going to be attempting to make these a finished piece by coloring them and cleaning up the sketch a little bit. Normally I just leave it as a sketch because that's what I like to do. It's definitely not because of laziness. It's definitely a stylistic choice. But today I wanted to do something new and I thought it would be fun. And it was really fun. It just was so incredibly time consuming. The raw footage for this video is the longest yet, coming in at about 2 hours. So I had to cut a lot of it out. So if you see any random cuts, especially during the coloring process, that's why. I didn't want this video to be super long, so I trimmed it down as much as I could. Oh, and I also wanted to talk about the format of my videos. If you've seen my other 2 videos, you'll know that they both look like this, and what I mean by that is that I screen record myself drawing and then I just edit over that. Like, I speed it up and I trim it and stuff, but I feel like it's kind of boring, like this speed paint kind of format, you know what I mean? I was thinking of having like the little like chibi version of myself in the corner, and like it would have different sprites and little like emotes when I talk. But I don't know, I feel like that's kind of overdone. So I'm really stuck, and I'm really new to all of this. So if you have any suggestions or tips, that would be great. I'm new to digital art as well. I'm actually mainly a traditional artist, but I've been in a really big digital phase. And also, digital is just so much easier to record. I do have the stuff to film me doing traditional art, and I definitely will be making videos where I do traditional stuff. But right now, digital is just, it's so nice. It gives you so much control, and it makes it really easy to put the vision that I have in my head on the screen, you know? I've been switched over to digital art for a couple of months now, and in those couple of months, my understanding of shapes and anatomy and just fluidity and poses has improved significantly, and I'm so happy with that. I feel like traditional art makes me progress stylistically a lot slower, and I'm not quite sure why that is. I think it's just because digital gives me so much more freedom to manipulate things. Like, you'll see me using the transform tool a lot, and I love that. I feel like I'm cheating when I use that. I know it's not cheating, but coming from traditional art, it's just like, it's the best thing ever, honestly. Along with the sketch that I'm coloring in right now, I also drew Frankie and Draculara. Those were so fun, and I might color those as well eventually. But if you want to see those, they'll be posted on my Instagram. The post is already up and everything, along with the post for this piece that I'm working on right now. It's on my Instagram at Echo Isn't Okay. If you want to go see them, I have other stuff on there as well. I'm pretty active on there, so if you ever want to like shoot me a message, feel free to do that. Oh, I almost forgot. I also drew Claudine. I did that traditionally a little bit ago, and it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. I'm definitely gonna redraw her sometime because I did not do her justice. I really wish I would have done it in more of my style instead of trying to copy the original art style. The coloring process for both of these was pretty straightforward. I just did the flat colors or the base colors. And then for the hair specifically, I used a clipping mask layer to color in the darker strands of hair. And then for the shading, I just put another layer on top of my color layer, set it to multiply, and then I used a kind of bluish gray color to do the shading. I know this is kind of frowned upon in the art community, but it looks good and I like it, so that's all that matters.
I'm adding in the last bits of shading and doing some touch-ups, but that is pretty much the end. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please consider liking this video and subscribing to my channel. I have a couple more videos up on my channel right now. I'm still very new to this, but I will definitely continue making videos. I will try to do one once a week, but no promises. I try my best. You can follow me on Instagram and see more of my stuff at Echo Isn't Okay. It'll also be at the end of this video. Oh yeah, and I forgot the fishnet on her arm, but don't worry, I do go and I add that in at the end. It'll be like the full piece. You'll see it. Okay. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.